Yeah, what really matters right now is Chronicles of Teddy, which we are going to start back up right away here. Yeah. And again, we're going to do another little paranoia check in a second here to make sure that the audio levels and the video and everything are coming through all right. It looks like they are. Although it's hard to check if the game audio levels are correct because whenever I switch over to the stream preview window here, the audio goes away. But whatever, it seems that everything's going all right this time, at least. So yeah, starting up some more Chronicles of Teddy, which I am weirdly eager to play. This is the best, or I don't know, I can't say that this is like the best indie title I've played in a long time because I played Hollow Knight just a couple months ago, and that was kind of one of my favorite games of all time. But even so, I'm having a lot of fun with this one so far. This is, as I was just saying, back when my microphone was muted, this is maybe the indie game, because I've been running through like my whole backlog of just like mostly little indie games on Steam here, like just little games I picked up in bundles and sales and whatnot for just a few dollars each over the years. And this is the one I think that's probably most exceeded my expectations. Kind of like I was saying back in the beginning. Like, I wasn't even sure I was going to buy this game. I was not too impressed with what I considered to be kind of the generic-looking, kind of like retro-style indie graphics here. And it was really only the like extremely fluid animation in the trailer that ended up kind of winning me over in the end. I feel like I should start shopping for games though, less based on trailers and screenshots potentially, and maybe more based on like descriptions in the Steam shop, because this game had kind of an interesting one. You can tell like which developers are like really passionate about like just the notion of kind of carrying forward that torch of retro 2D gaming and all of that. Yeah, kind of a very little sparse description, actually, of this game in the Steam shop. Or the one thing that really impressed me is the way they kind of undersold the Musicom here, because I think the little... what do they call it? The little feature points that they had on the Steam page for the Musicom, it just said, I can't remember, something like unique, music-based something. I wrote it down. Unique use of music with the Musicom. Or something like that. Oh, what's that? Is there a platform here? Oh, did we find this before? I think we have, because otherwise this is just a pointless dead end. Oh! Right, I forgot about these things. Play that back to me again. Okay, so it's like low. Cool. So this is kind of what they're talking about here with the unique use of music here. Of course, the Musicom is actually a lot more than a musical device. It's like a communication device, an interpreter, like a puzzle-solving thing too. We had puzzles based on like the layout of the buttons on here. They just keep finding like new ways to utilize this thing in clever ways in the dungeon puzzles. Like I think they really kind of just undersold how cool of a feature this Musicom thing is, which is fine. I was actually happy to sort of be pleasantly surprised in that way. It would have been less interesting if you'd have just had like a big description on the store page that tells you all the different things the Musicom can do. No, that's part of the fun of the game, I think, is just sort of discovering all the different ways that this thing can be used to interpret clues and solve puzzles and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's been kind of fun so far. Combat, I'd say, is a bit lackluster, just a little bit so far. Mainly just in the weakness of the enemies, which is kind of funny because another thing that they put on the Steam store page here was something about like a high level of challenge or something like that, which apart from maybe a couple of the puzzles, I would disagree with that so far. Yeah, I think yeah, it looks like we got some more things to discover over here, so... I don't know, that'd be kind of dumb if the rune we need were like all the way back in the first world, but it could be that we just missed something that we needed the first time around. Yeah, so for those who missed the first stream, basically what's going on here is we were right in the middle of a dungeon, and I basically got stuck on a puzzle, and it not like stuck, or I guess maybe stuck. I can't remember if I. Oh yeah, basically stuck. We've got a clue for a puzzle in a dungeon, but we don't have. Right, it wasn't a rune we're missing. It's a word in the lexicon. Because, yeah, we got... What was the word? I got it in a notepad here. Okay, I don't remember. It was like Uuka or something like that. Or Ha-Oka. Kamehameha, something like that. But, yeah, basically I can read part of the clue by using the lexicon to interpret it, but I'm missing... one of the words. So I don't know if that's like part of the puzzle and if we're not supposed to know what that word is yet, and that's like part of the puzzle is going to be to figure that out, or if it's just that we missed like an NPC or a rune or something way back along the way. And we've got more stuff to explore here anyways. Like we got the item from the latest dungeon, so I don't think there's really any pressing need to go finishing it or anything. If we wanted to, we could even like pick up the next book and move on to the next area if we wanted. Actually, Zelda 2 kind of works that way as well, didn't it? Oh, hey, it looks like we do have like another rune or something in this box here. These are usually rune boxes, right? Oh, it's a scarf? A blue rope? Oh, wow, that's filling up those boxes over there. We have not... That's the first one of those. I have no idea what that could be for. Based on the color, maybe something to do with those crystals we've been seeing? Maybe just something for an NPC fetch quest? One thing I was thinking about, actually, is that this Musicom thing is actually a bit reminiscent of, I think, the Ocarina in Ocarina of Time. It has... the basic functionality of the ocarina, where it's just like sometimes, you know, you'll play notes on it to open up a passageway. That's basically the way ocarina worked, except in that one it was more like specific songs that you would learn to open doorways and secrets and that type of thing. Whereas in this game, it's like sort of runes that first of all, you don't actually start with all of the notes on your Musicom ocarina here. You actually have to pick them up as you go through the game. And it does so much more than just like inputting codes like this. Like sure, like the way we're using it now is basically the equivalent of like, you know, playing the Song of Time to open up a door or something like that in Ocarina of Time. Oh, we're just missing one. Almost got all the berries. Don't even know what we're... Holy shit! I can't hold all of these rupees! Okay, so we're going shopping after this for sure. Holy shit! It just keeps happening! Okay, there, it's over finally. Good grief. Okay, so I can't even say that this trip was a total waste. Man, and all of this after we were just bitching all the way through Mega Man Legends 2 about how it's like all of the treasure rewards in dungeons are just garbage. It's like, oh yay, 2,000 rupees in like this long passageway with a treasure chest at the end. We're basically picking up those 2,000 from like every enemy we kill at this point. In this game, actually, the enemies drop kind of a pittance of gems. Oh, you know what? There's an item over there that I missed somehow. You know what? There was that door in the first dungeon too. Yeah, look at that. Even like the bigger enemies only drop like 3 or 4 rupees at a time. Well, but yeah, anyways, apart from the whole notion of just sort of, you know, playing the right notes to open up the passageway. What are we missing here? Okay, I'm guessing maybe later on we'll get something to let us jump even higher to jump up there. There was one of those like sort of red claw doorways in this dungeon, if I remember right, though. So we're gonna go check that out. But yeah, apart from that, like the musicom, it's like used for like typing in words, essentially, sort of communicating with NPCs, mainly those guardians. Used for like putting in passwords, for interpreting clues, and then also just for like solving puzzles. It has like other properties that sort of come up to let you solve puzzles, like the last dungeon, or I guess this dungeon, not this dungeon that we're in, but this dungeon that we're in this dungeon trying to solve, the second dungeon, if any of that makes any sense. Yeah, we had a puzzle based on the way that the runes were laid out on the musicom. You had to kind of notice that they're in the same pattern on the musicom here that as like a engraving that you see on the dungeon wall. And that was pretty cool. They just keep finding new and neat ways to use it. I'm guessing that the colors will end up playing a factor in some future puzzle. It kind of reminds me of if you've ever played any of those escape room board games. They do kind of similar things there, where it's like they'll give you a puzzle element, and then you use that clue or that feature or whatever to solve the puzzle. Or you know what? I bet I could have gotten this ages ago. This is, or is this not? I thought the gimmick here would be like a secret passageway we could get by standing on these. Okay, it looks like it's actually a doorway to get through there. Also, it said we were missing a treasure back in this room here, so. But yeah, the clever escape room games will always find like new ways for you to go back and use your puzzle clues again in kind of new and interesting ways that you didn't really notice the first time around. Sort of bringing out those new hidden properties of the different tools you have at your disposal. I just found that really neat, and that's kind of the way that this musicom thing is sort of playing out over the course of the game so far. Maybe it's like a hidden wall or... Fuck you. Hidden wall or something over here, maybe? It says there's treasure in this room. Oh, it looks like you can't slash while you're double jumping. It's an interesting limitation. Like we've established that, right? Blue on the map means treasure. Oh, there we go. Sneaky bastard! I could have gotten that ages ago then. Oh, and yeah, and sure enough, because that's an old, kind of an old treasure, so you got kind of old values of money coming out of it. Inflation is a real thing in video games. It's like the value of money just plummets as you make your way through any given video game. I'm actually not seeing any like passageways that we missed here, though. Was I just misremembering? I could have sworn that I saw one of those like claw doors. Well, we got a question mark in this room on the map, whatever that means. Yeah, I guess maybe I'm just full of shit. Oh, this thing here too, though. So it's not just the blue rooms. There's like hidden doors somewhere that we're just completely missing. You know what would be nice, I think, would be an attack speed upgrade. Look at that. Pathetic. We need an attack speed upgrade. Don't know if that's the sort of thing that they'd, you know, give us in this game. I don't know. On the other hand, as convenient as it would be, messing with attack speed can kind of like screw up the rhythm of combat in some games sometimes. Like I thought the attack power up, or the attack speed power up in Hollow Knight was actually a little bit too good. Like, it seemed like most of the game was balanced around your slower attack speed. Because the attack speed power-up in that game was kind of like pretty well hidden, so they kind of had to design the enemies and bosses with the assumption that you wouldn't have it. And there's also just the fact that it's just a crazy powerful like upgrade anyways. It lets you attack like 3 times faster than normal, which means like triple damage on bosses. Kind of insane. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the way they do the map in this game. Like, I kind of prefer it like Super Metroid style, where it's like everything's very clearly and logically connected. And I guess that's kind of impossible here, because I guess the trade-off with Super Metroid style map is that you can't have like doorways in the background here. All of the doorways in Super Metroid and games that have that style of map always have like the doorways to the side of the screen. There's no depth. There's no going into doors in the background or anything, because otherwise that would fuck up the map. I don't know, is that a worthwhile sacrifice? Do we really gain anything from the fact that there are doors in this game as opposed to just passageways along the edge of the screen? I think maybe yes, actually. Yeah, that is kind of a design constraint of the whole sort of Metroidvania genre, isn't it? If you want that style of map, you can't really have doorways like this. You're sort of constrained to like hiding all of your secret passageways on the corners of the map. Are we even going anywhere useful here? Oh, this is just where we got the swimming power-up. I doubt that there's anything useful over here, but we're just gonna go have a look anyways. And we got so much health now, too. Or actually, now that I think of it, you know what the tricky bit might be is... like, why didn't that doorway that connected to that little treasure room, like the one through the hidden passageway, why didn't that one show up on the map? Is it just that some doorways are secret and just don't show up on the map at all, or is there like a gimmick here that I'm missing? Because yeah, apparently we're just going through for like 100% treasure chests on our first playthrough of this game, because, I don't know, we're crazy or something. You know what I should really do is deposit all of my gems before I lose them. Because I'm playing this dungeon here kind of recklessly. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. So I was browsing the Steam page randomly, and I've got this plugin on my browser called Improved Steam, which basically just gives you a bunch of extra features when browsing the Steam store. It lets you see like sort of historical best deals, like you can see the lowest price a game has ever been. It gives you better sorting options for like reviews and stuff like that. Okay, one. Okay. Right, yeah, that was obvious then. That's the way that you indicate, yeah, doors that are connected, not like to adjacent rooms like that. So then the secret door that we're looking for is on number 2 on the map. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, one of the new features of yeah, I think I don't know if it was on there before or not, but one of the features they've got on Improved Steam is you can see if a game is cheaper anywhere else. And one of the anywhere else is that they check is on what's it called? It used to be called Bundle Stars. Now they changed the name. I think it's Fanatical or Fanaticism or something like that. If you just Google Bundle Stars, it'll tell you what it is. There's a bundle on there right now, actually. I think it's the Or no, that's the wrong way. I think this is actually the last day. You've got like 16 hours to get on this deal, but there's if you get the Chronicles bundle, I think it's called, you can get this game in it at like a crazy cheap price. It's like I don't know the conversion rates, but it's like for $5.50 Canadian dollars, you can get this game and like 12 other games for like $5.50 Canadian. That's ridiculous. Or you know what? I did actually want to... Or actually, no, we do want to go this way. I think it's faster to, go back to the entrance and take the shortcut. But yeah, if you get the Chronicles bundle on, whatever, we'll just call it Bundle Stars. Yeah, go check out Bundle Stars, go to the Chronicles bundle, and you can pick up this game and a bunch of other games at a ridiculously cheap price. I actually got the bundle anyways, even though I already own this game, just because there were a few other games I was interested in. Including, it turns out, Chronicles of Teddy, or not Chronicles, what did they call it? It was Finding Teddy, was the title of the first game. And yeah, you can pick that up in the bundle as well. And yeah, I'll probably go ahead and just play that once we're done with Chronicles of Teddy here. Just because I'm really, I don't know, it looks kind of bad. Like the graphic, they've certainly improved on the graphical style from the first game, certainly. And yeah, it is the first game, so that was... Finding Teddy was the first game, and Chronicles of Teddy here is the second. In fact, if you go to the store page for this game, they got a free download for the soundtrack, but for some reason, the soundtrack for this game is actually called Finding Teddy 2 soundtrack, which I guess must have been like an older development. Like somewhere along the line, this game must have been called Finding Teddy 2, and then eventually they decided to go with Chronicles of Teddy instead. So yeah, I actually own Finding Teddy now as a result of picking up that bundle. And yeah, maybe we'll play it after this. Although, like I was saying, it's kind of an ugly-looking game. I don't know how good it's gonna be. It's kind of thing. Looks are kind of everything when you're like going to look up a game to buy on Steam. It's like, what else is there, really? You go by the trailer, you go by the screenshots. And maybe by reviews, if you have, like, awful taste or something. Ooh, how about that health there? Actually, I don't know. I see people rag on Steam, the whole Steam review system all the time. I actually find them extremely useful. You just kind of have to curb your expectations of like what you're gonna get out of Steam reviews. Like, it's not like a Metacritic thing. Like, you can't just, and frankly Metacritic shouldn't even be used like Metacritic, but you can't just go on there and be like, oh, 70% positive reviews, I guess that means this game is dog shit. No, what I mainly find Steam reviews useful for is for just highlighting games with very obvious technical flaws. Like, if a game is busted or has something seriously wrong with it, then I find Steam reviews are the best way to sort of danger sign to... Oh, that's right, we wanted to go up from here. And it's sure, sometimes games get, negative review brigades on them just for, random bullshit that doesn't really matter. But that's the thing, you see a game has, low reviews, and you just go down and you read the reviews, and you see, oh, all these people are complaining about bullshit that doesn't matter. And you look at the positive reviews, and it's like, oh, maybe this game is alright. I remember that Sonic Mania had weirdly low reviews when it first came out, as a result of the whole de novo DRM controversy, which I really didn't give a shit about. And by the time I started playing the game, they had removed that or fixed whatever the issue was with that anyways. I think we're gonna get the same clue here. Yeah, we already know what these clues mean, though. That's another thing, is just the expectations people have for what a good review score is. Like, for me, I'll consider getting any game with basically with 60% favorability or higher, frankly. Okay, we can deposit all that. Because I tend to like a lot of niche titles and that type of thing. Like, some of my favorite games don't have insanely high Metacritic or Steam review scores. Like I remember, oh, what was it? It was Hardcore Uprising got not super high reviews on Metacritic back when it first came out. Like, yeah, I think the Metacritic reviews for Hardcore Uprising were like 75, 76 or something like that. I think Hardcore Uprising is like one of the finest, or possibly the best, like 2D, like run and gun Contra style games ever made. It's an absolute masterpiece, like 10 out of 10 in my mind for Hardcore Uprising, and yet, yeah, Metacritic, like yeah, 75%. Basically dog shit, don't waste your time. That's the way some people approach, like, Metacritic scores, though. Like, I can't remember, it was a tweet I saw from someone. They were interested in the newest Dragon Ball Z game that just got released on Steam recently, and they were like, oh, but what's with all the super negative Steam reviews? Is there something wrong with the game? And then he showed a screenshot showing off, like, the super negative Steam reviews, and it was just that the game had a 78% approval rating. It's like 78% positive reviews, and he's like, oh god, this game sounds like dog shit. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't know what people expect. It's like, I'm only gonna play games that literally everybody likes. I would have triggered this one by now, right? We must be missing a rune for this one. Yeah, that sounds way high up there, so... Yeah, we're missing the highest note that we need for that one. So, I don't see anything else to do here but to just return to the dungeon and, yeah, try to clear the dungeon with what we've got. There's treasure somewhere in this room, or I think it's like some green blocks up to the right. Yeah, that right up there. Is this even the right door? Hey, it is, too. Oh, I completely forgot about... Oh, man, my tea's kind of cooling off already. Completely forgot about it. No, it's a reasonable temperature, I guess. Man, these freaking frog eyeball guys... really just, like, improving their hide-and-seek skills here. Okay, oh, I almost didn't see that guy in time. Yeah, I don't know. For me, Steam reviews, it's like a tool you can use among many other tools to sort of see if the game is something that you're going to be interested in. Mainly, though, I find it most useful as just kind of a red flag for warning me away from games that have serious problems. And even then, frankly, I'll often pick up a game with negative reviews anyways, just to see if I can, like, look past those problems at all. And of course, the other thing is that, obviously, there's also the opposite thing, where the game gets rave reviews on Steam and Metacritic and all of that, and it turns out to be dog shit. I'd say that's actually the bigger thing that happens more often for me. Although with that said, I've been doing a pretty good... I think I'm getting better at sort of filtering out, like, the good games from the bad games lately. Like, I can't remember the last time I picked up a game on Steam that's, like, been a disappointment to me. Pretty much every single one has exceeded expectations in, like, the last year or so. Okay, so we got a clue for opening this door here. That clue is... You want live blank die. And the blank is a word that we don't really understand yet, that we don't have in our lexicon yet. Okay, we're gonna see if we can find any of these treasure chests we're missing, and maybe that'll help us out. I guess I should be looking for, like, hidden walls and passageways and stuff in here, too. So there's a chest in here somewhere that I'm missing. Okay, so we've got that already. Oh, wow. I was not expecting we'd be able to double jump that high. That far. I don't even see a treasure chest in this room. Oh, there we go. Just like I said, hidden passageways and all that. Okay, how many gems in here? Oh god, it's happening again! It's happening again! Oh, never mind. That was a bit less exciting. I mean, I guess 160 is nothing to sneeze at, but... What does that phrase even mean? Who, like, do people sneeze at gifts? Is that like an old-timey thing? It's like you give someone a gift that they don't like, and they would just, like, sniff some pepper and sneeze on it? I don't know, I have weird thoughts about that, about just, like, sayings and phrases that make no sense sometimes. It's like, where did this come from? Why do people say this weird thing? Alright, we picked up that ring last time. I still don't really know what it's for. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but it seems to me almost like enemies are dropping more gems. You kidding me? You kidding me? Well, that's a bit aggravating. Okay, that question mark room is where we got like a big set of clues. That's where we got all the words in that phrase I read out earlier. And the first dungeon had a question mark room, which was the same thing. It had kind of the password to the boss room in that question mark room. Oh shit, I don't remember this guy before. Okay, we need to get this mess sorted before we start dealing with the dragon guy. Man, that's actually really tricky that you can't slash during your double jump. Okay, so this is all we've got to work with here, is this big clue right here. I-I-Ka is the missing word, but we don't actually know what it means. Like, I don't know, I'm just assuming... I had just assumed that this was a clue, and that we don't actually have to repeat this whole phrase at the door there. Maybe we do? I'm just going to write down the whole thing. Okay, so we got I-E, which is you. O-Da, which is want. We got O-Ra-E, which is live. We got I-I-Ka. And fuck if I know what that means. And O-Ra-O, which is die. In fact, I'm just going to set that off to the side there so I can just keep looking at it and mulling it over while we, yeah, basically just kind of wander around aimlessly. So I'm going to try just repeating that whole thing to the door, maybe. I don't think this game would do that at this point. They've tended to be much more clever than that with the puzzles so far. But, you never know. Oops. Whoops. There we go. Bit of a tricky jump there. Oh, you know what I want now? I want a floaty jump. That would have been really helpful for traversing that room right there. Would have been a floaty jump. Also, is there anything going on with like these statues we're seeing in the background? They're all like cool looking and shit, but it doesn't look like you can do anything with them or interact with them in any way. Maybe it's just window dressing. Also, there's a treasure in this room somewhere that we somehow missed. Have we gone up here? Yeah, this is the way to the sort of second entrance to the dungeon. Guess we could check the area for hidden passageways, though. Look like some way to get up to the top right there. You see that? You see that? Nice. How much dosh we get out of this? Cool. That was reasonable dosh. I'm kind of happy with that. Okay, there's got to be some meaning to this door here, or is it just like really just a backdoor shortcut in the end? Like, is this going to give us the solution? Something down here somewhere? Achievement unlocked, Super Hunter. Man, how many achievements are there for just, like, killing enemies in this game? Okay, maybe there's just, like, some random thing, like an NPC out in the middle of nowhere. No, it looks like there's nothing in here. There's no door, no treasure. Just a bunch of rocks. What was even in here in the first place? Just a regular treasure chest. Okay. Like, what could even fill in that blank that would be helpful for us? You want to live, something die. I don't know, maybe I was right the first time. Maybe Ka is like a proper noun there, like the name of something. Maybe we need to kill something called Ka here in the dungeon. I don't know. Okay, let's just go back to the entrance and start putting in random shit, then see if that works out for us. Is this Ka here? What if we tell him to die? Nope. Well, we've cleaned out all the treasure. Okay, let's just try repeating the whole thing. Oh, O-Ra-E was the answer, apparently. Okay. I don't know what the what, but that seemed to do it. Really, it would be helpful to have just a shortcut button to map some of these commonly used musicom words. I remember wanting that in Ocarina too, if I could just have a button to whip out my Song of Time anytime I wanted to. Well, I guess it's kind of a thing here where it's like actually a gameplay element where you've got to input the command before the claws come back. Oh, is this just the boss right here? Oh, shit! That's a lot more impressive than the first one. Okay. Oh, I see. He's got the glowy thing now. Cool. Oh, now we hit the other glowy thing, or not? Oh, I see. Oh, those spiky things look dangerous, but yeah, okay, you climb over them and you hit the tail. Oh, and then we climb over him again. Oh, I see, and he's got the claws there. It's a bit misleading there, because the claws are a different color around the mouth there. Okay, still, that was kind of... Oh, and actually, no, they are red until they turn blue. Oh, it isn't just up, down, up, down. You've actually got to react to this. That's kind of tricky. Okay, so that's pretty simple. But then again, the first boss was pretty simple for the first phase as well, and then he started doing other shit. Okay, so that didn't kill him. Okay, so the trick there is to just stand back. Certainly a much more visually impressive spectacle here than the first boss was. I don't know if the fight is actually more interesting or not. I'm inclined towards not. Nice. Achievement unlocked, no more spikes. Cool. This is different. Oh, are we just stupid? Did I just completely, like, forget to go on the door on the other end of the boss chamber in the first dungeon? I think that's actually it. I think we just left behind the first big crystal. Because, I don't know, because I'm stupid. And we were just in the first dungeon, too. Okay, so I guess we can go back and grab that now. Okay, so how much total money did we get out of all that? 5 hundo. Still not enough, though. What are we sitting at after this? So about 120 will do it. It actually doesn't take too long to get up to 120. Okay, and so we could probably go exploring the castle, looking for the next thing here. What? I'm guessing that's for like the next area that we'll unlock. So it seems like we're like halfway done the game now. That was another thing on the Steam page, is they were boasting about like an epic adventure that'll take more than 20 hours to complete. I think, how long have we been playing now? What, like 5 or 6 hours at this point? I don't know, maybe I'm just that awesome or something, or maybe there's just a bunch more game after all this. Because yeah, not only are we like halfway done the main quest, or at least what we know about the main quest so far, halfway to all 4 MacGuffins after about 5 or 6 hours, but we've also been making like pretty good progress on like all the side content and just the treasures and secrets everywhere as well. Then again, they also boasted about the high level of challenge and difficulty on the Steam page, so I don't know, maybe the devs were full of shit, but hey, you gotta sell your game, I guess, and I don't blame them for that, because this is actually a game worth selling and worth buying so far, I would say. I was just hesitating there as to whether or not I wanted that single rupee lying on the ground there. It was actually a much easier, as much as it was, yeah, kind of a big impressive spectacle, that was a much easier boss than the first one. Oh yeah, I can't remember if I was done talking about this. So yeah, I picked up the bundle that includes this game on Bundle Stars. And so yeah, we've got the original game now, or we got Finding Teddy. So I could go and play that if I want to after we're done with this. What I also ended up with as a result of buying that bundle is I've actually got another, like an extra key for this game. I don't know if we got anyone lurking in chat who's maybe interested in playing this game. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this extra key, and I know people do like key giveaways and shit on streams. I don't know. It seems kind of just a cheesy and not very sustainable way to get like regular followers, though. So I don't know if I want to do that. But whatever. If anyone happens to be watching right now, either on Twitch or on the YouTube VOD, just yeah, drop me a comment or whatever, communicate with me in some way, and yeah, I'll just give you a key for this game if you're interested. Yeah, that was the boss room, and sure enough, I completely forgot to actually go through here and pick up the crystal. That's like the whole point of the game, that we're trying to find these things. Beautiful. And I think that'll teleport us right back out too. I've actually found 2 of them now. Or I guess the other thing, if no one asks me about it, one other thing I could do is I could donate the key to like another streamer that I like to convince them to play it. One thing I've been thinking about as I've been going through this game, because yeah, I've mentioned him a few times. My favorite. Oh, that's the bad guy right here. We saw him way back at the start. So is this triggered from us finding 2 of the things, or from us finding the first one? Oh, is he gonna steal Teddy again? Do we have to find Teddy at the end of all of this? I don't know if that was triggered from us finding that first one, or if it's triggered from us finding 2 of them total. That's kind of funny. I'm trying to think now. Has Teddy actually said anything since we cleared the first area? Also, did I get, like, any substantial amount of money? 13? That's not really enough. Okay, so we need to go treasure hunting around the castle here, then, for whatever the next area is. Yeah, I think there's some places indoors that we can explore. Oh yeah, up here. We can get up here now with the double jump. Or not. Huh. Okay, I bet you we can get over there with the double jump, though. Or not. No, we can do it. There we go. And yeah, I don't know, just throughout this game, I really think that, yeah, Brick Road is my favorite Twitch streamer. I watch his stuff. And one of my favorite YouTubers, too. I watch his stuff a lot. I think he would enjoy this game a lot. He's big on, like, Zelda-esque games, and particularly dungeon puzzles. And also kind of, like, Myst-style games, and just, like, that type of, like, sort of adventure-y puzzle-solving in general. And I think he would really get a kick out of the whole Musicom gimmick in this game, and just the style of puzzles in this game in general. So I don't know, if nobody asks me about, you know, wanting a free key for this game, then maybe I'll just donate it to him. This is probably going to be our next storybook right here. Yep. Simple enough. Oh, and I got more stuff up there. Yeah, I'm guessing there's got to be like a wall kick or something that'll let us get up those things. Because I've seen there's been quite a few of those where it's like sort of a narrow column of walls that you could kick off. Also, which door did we come in? Oh, hey, this is new. Yeah, still no idea what to do with that blue thing yet. I don't know, maybe the Steam store page wasn't kidding when they told us, like, yeah, 20 hours of gameplay with a dozen hours of extra content besides. Like, on the one hand, we got the two main story MacGuffins, so in that sense, we're kind of halfway through. On the other hand, look at all this, like, these empty slots for things on the inventory here. We've got, like, hardly half of the life pickups. We've got none of those. We got one of the four, like, gems there. We got nothing in those boxes on the left. I don't know, do we explore the other areas? I think we do. Might find some money or something. Just might find like a cool 120 rupees or something just lying around. Oh yeah, we gotta find, yeah, and just the abilities that we need too to get some of these, all of these out of the way areas we found. Like, we need something to be able to, like, ground pound to break blocks under our feet. We need a way to get rid of those crystal-y things. We need a wall kick. And there's only 2 areas left. That's like 4 abilities that we need, and there's only 2 areas left. Unless we get, like, more areas after the initial 4. And I guess that's kind of the Zelda thing, isn't it? Or again, going back to Ocarina of Time, and, or not this door, the other door. The one up top. Yeah, Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past. It's like, you are by no means halfway done the game. Once you finish the first 3 dungeons in both of those games, it's like, yeah, oh, you found all the pendants, you got the Master Sword, ready to defeat Aghanim and beat the game? Yeah, here's 7 more dungeons, chump. Enjoy. And we did enjoy. The second half of the Dark World half and the adult Link half of, yeah, those 2 Zelda games were like the highlights of those games. All the best dungeons are like backloaded on the second half of the game. Really more like the second 3/4 of the game, just because it opens up so much. I don't know if they'd go that far with a game like this. I don't know if there's going to be that much content after we get all the story MacGuffins. Okay, this is Christmas Land here. I'm a bit disappointed. I had a joke ready for if we found another green area Because, you know, I was talking about how the swamp and the forest were basically the same location. Whoa! Because they're both green. What? Oh, that was, I didn't even see the falling rocks there. Okay, so it looks like those guys... I don't know if it's possible to, like, kill those guys, like, quickly to prevent them from exploding or anything. Maybe you just gotta run away once they start shaking like that. Yeah, it looks like that guy just explodes entirely on his own. Yeah, we need, like, a wall kick there, too. Maybe this will be the wall kick area. Maybe this will be the wall kick area. Or you know what it is? I bet you that there's a Musicom. I bet you there's a Musicom thing that'll open those up. So there'll be a Musicom thing to deal with the crystals. And then... well, I'm guessing a wall kick in this dungeon here. And I'm also going to predict that the dungeon puzzles in this dungeon will be based on the color of the buttons on the Musicom, because they haven't incorporated that yet. They did kind of the shape of the Musicom and the layout of the buttons already, but they haven't done the colors of the buttons yet. Yeah, look at that. That's like the third one of those little wall kick looking passageways we've seen in this area so far. Oh no! Okay, actually, I bet you we can... oh, that fucking Octorok slime right there. Fuck! Oh, hey, he just decided to, yeah, spit in the wrong direction there. Actually caught a break there for once. Okay, so there's something about the sun here. I think that was the clue that we got in the main hallway. Something about the sun, so maybe that's... like somewhere else on the map they'll give us the Musicom password for the sun. Yeah, it really does seem like it's coded into the game, where it just gives you tons of music, or music of health power-ups. Oh, right. I missed the first note there. Oh, there's 4. Cool. Ai Hakara. Still don't know what all these fireflies are for. I don't know. Given that we're missing so many like life extensions, I'm guessing that like all of these items and collectibles in each world are just for heart containers. Oof. I wonder if we're ever going to learn that missing word from that, like, it's still over there on the side, taunting me. I ka, blank. I wonder if we're ever going to learn what that word was. Because we really ended up solving that puzzle just completely by accident. Just by repeating the whole phrase, which is kind of the chump way to try and solve it. Okay, looks like you can't even like hit that guy anymore once he starts to explode. Yep. I heard a thing. Could they really not just make this platform a little bit wider, so just to save me the trouble of having to go all the way down, to just bend all the way down and pick up these rupees? There's not even that many of them. I mean, I guess it's just sitting there in the open, so can't expect too much of a reward. Yeah, again, we need that highest note. Oh! Oh! This is a minor nitpick, but the inconsistency between the dash and slash and the jumping slash just kind of bothers me. Like, the dash and slash, you see it's got that little bit of wind up there, but it doesn't really matter, even when she's got her sword reared back like that. You can still damage enemies. Whereas with the jumping slash, it's not the same at all. You actually need to connect with the sword for the jumping attack. I mean, it's not a big deal. Like, you should really be up-stabbing all the time anyways, just because it's more fun. But just the inconsistency bugs me. It even looks a little bit the same. You see the way she kind of, like, winds up with the sword there. Oh, or actually, that's probably the same. Yeah, same kind of crystal-y stuff we saw over the chest and some of the doors. And that is a moon door right there. Okay, and yeah, they even helpfully mark that for us on our map. Oh, wait, is there no way up now? Okay, okay, we can go up this way. Okay, we just kind of took the stupid way down into that little passageway. Oh yeah, you can't upstab either, obviously. I mean, you can't upstab and double jump, is what I was saying there. Okay, and then is this going to hook up with the first area here? Huh. Oh. Again, we need that highest note. Shit. I wonder if I missed it. Like, we haven't found any runes in a while. Are they just expecting us to have them all by now? No, can't get through here yet. Man, we're just, like, blocked off all over the place in this area. Need to find the town. Oh, hey, here we are. This is Christmas Tree. Christmas Tree Town. Find word hide. Find the hidden word? Oh, he's talking about this sash that we found, isn't he? Whoever's saying that. Okay, so this is just the guy who wants the crystals. Word Isa, destroy protection. Okay. Oh, that's the same one. Really? Is it the same word for the crystals as for... Same for the crystals as for the, what was it? The claws? It says lose object. I'm thinking this thing we got in the box there might be like Christmas tree garland. But I can't give it to him. Okay, so he wants 3 objects. He wants sunglasses, garland, and ornaments. Okay. Okay, so I guess we got kind of a new clue here. I really should have tried that. You would have thought I would have... That would be a thing that I should have thought to try, is to just try Isa on, yeah, the crystal barriers. We'll see if that works. Also, yeah, we've got enough money for our white overalls now. I don't even know what the overalls are good for. It doesn't seem like we're taking any less damage. It's a bit of a achievement. I love this color. Bit of a shame. I thought the blue ones were a lot more stylish. And I'll just put away that last little bit, just for safekeeping. Okay, let's see all the new words we got. See if we got anything cool. We got Farata for forest. I don't think we have Fa yet. We got Crystal, Nharo. We got Oura, jump. Raira, star. Oiza, destroy. Oiza, hide. Zaiza, moon. On. And Dafa, beautiful. And yeah, it looks like we don't have Fa yet. Then we had a hint from this thing, but I don't think it was anything super useful. Okay, and we got a leaf. Or unless maybe that means like in a different area, maybe they'll go back to the forest. He said he lost an object in the forest. We're gonna finish exploring this whole area first, though, before we start backtracking. Oh wait, this is the wrong... whatever, we'll go back this way anyways. Should have used the sort of shortcut back to town there. Okay, figures. Spikes on top means do not downstab. Oh, we never actually went over this way, did we? Or, okay, not this way, but like there's a door here that we're missing, apparently. Oh, maybe it's down on those green platforms, though. Nope, that's just treasure. Have we been through this door? I think we did. I think we went through that door the first time. Okay, yeah, here we go. Oh wow, we got so many of these crystals already. Man, I swear, all of the enemies in this game are exactly the same. I mean, not all of the enemies, but all of the sword and shield enemies. They got the same attacks and they're dealt with in exactly the same way. Okay, so it looks like there's a bit more to it than just Aiza. So where else can we go? Well, it looks like there's still a fair bit to explore around here. Fuck. And yeah, these overalls don't actually seem to be, like, having me take any less damage or anything. Oh, excuse me. Okay, we haven't been off to the right yet. God, these guys are annoying. Okay, I think... Are you done? Oh my god, okay. Just ignore these fucking things. Holy shit. Oh, there is a star door. This is just gonna be money. Yep. Oh, we got more crystals, though. Actually, we know the words for these. Oh! Was that falling damage that I just took there? Also, I don't think I've saved in a while. Jesus! Why is it so loud on the game over screen? Oh yeah, how much money did we lose there? I think we had a little over 100. Yeah, it looks like you lose about half your money when you die. Yeah, these overalls really don't seem to be making me take any less damage here. Okay, I should actually follow my own advice for once. Let's ignore the slimes, yeah? Yeah. Oh yeah, I mentioned that the soundtrack for this game was actually, like, comes free with the game if you buy it. At least I think you have to buy the game. I don't know, it's listed as DLC on the store page for this game. I don't know if I'm crazy about the soundtrack in this game, but it's certainly very... got kind of that ambience going for it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm crazy about the soundtrack here. I guess this whole relaxing feel is fine and everything. I almost feel like I'd want something a bit more, like, robust and what's the word? Adventurous. Yeah. More Zelda-like, I guess. I don't know. This seems like appropriate music for the environment, like the softly falling snow and the trees and just the color scheme and all of this. Seems appropriate to the environment, but not to like the action on screen. Like this is not good music for getting zapped by slimes like 50 times in a row or dodging exploding golems and all of this shit. The level of action on screen in this area seems a bit too intense for the level of music that we've got here. Okay, so what if we just say star right here, because we learned all these words in town. At least I thought we did. We know moon. Okay, ra-e-ra. Okay, so yeah, you just say the word in front of the door. Just kind of like a basic, like preschool level literacy test that these doors are sealed by. Can you speak the word? It's like basically flashcards, like language learning flashcards. Like, what's this? The fuck is that? Oh, that's the ornaments that dude wanted. Okay, and that's what the clue was telling us in the castle as well. So yeah, we got one of these things behind the star door. I think one was behind, what, the sun or the moon door, I guess, one of those two. And then the other was in the forest, I think it was telling us. I think that's what that little leaf icon was supposed to represent. And we got that one already, so yeah. Saved ourselves a bit of backtracking by backtracking preemptively. Okay, and I think we actually do want to go up this way. Just about tea time again. We'll see if we can find the next dungeon before I take a break to refill my tea, though. I guess I'll give him this. The challenge does appear to be finally ramping up a bit in this area here. Mainly just as a result of these stupid electrified slime enemies tripping me up all the time. You bastard. I really want to kill one of these things just for, like, bragging rights and shit. There we go. Got my 3 gems out of that. Totally worth it. Okay. Zaiza. Oh, I got something in my eye. Or is it on my glasses? No, it's on my eye. Oh! I think I heard that. Oh, hey, first try. Achievement unlocked. Found 10. How many were there? Like 25? I'm gonna have to go resolve this bullshit with my eye in a second, maybe. Wasn't I just bitching about how these guys are a massive pain in my ass? Hey, sunglasses. Hey, I think that's everything. Yeah, this is actually becoming terrible. I need to go fix this. I'll be back in a second. Ugh. Yeah, I just had like a big thing of like eye gunk smeared across my eye. There. Oh, well, we got that resolved. And now my controller's not working. Resume. Okay, there we go. Okay, so then we had one other door that we can open now too. And the sun door is not exactly on our way, but I think we'll go try it out. Yeah, it's really tough to try and squeeze between those. Ooh. Yeah, I really feel there's like a few different things I kind of want to invest in to improve my streaming setup, because I got kind of like an entry level of just about everything now. Or I guess that's not true. I put up a lot of money into the microphone. Not tons or anything, but you know, I dropped $100 for a Blue Yeti. And that should do me fine for a while. But I've got kind of a shitty, like $15 desk lamp for lights. I got a shitty, cheapest webcam I could find, like $20 Logitech webcam. And I've also got, like, not even a proper desk here. This is a folding card table, is what this is. Because in my old apartment, my old apartment was just like this tiny little bachelor suite, so I didn't have any, like, room for a lot of stuff. So I had folding tables, folding chairs, a folding bed, and I couldn't really have all of those things unfolded at once, which is why everything had to be all compact like that. Oh, I guess we do go through town before going to the sun door. But the problem with this thing is that it rattles a lot if you, like, end up nudging the legs. You can see, yeah, my webcam, like, wobbles sometimes. And yeah, it picks up on the microphone, too. So, like, yeah, a new desk is actually kind of the last thing on the agenda for the upgrades of stream shit. Now it's still okay. So it looks like it was both the gunk on my eyeball and also my glasses. We're uncovering like a whole new category of technical difficulties today. There we go. Now, who wanted the things? Was it you? I guess it must have been you. Oh, and hey, we learned thanks right there. Guardian wants fish. Oh, and he just gives us the fish. I was like, oh, we gotta go find a fish now. Oh, and he's actually, like, decked out and all that stuff now, too. Or was he like that before? So I'm guessing the Guardian's gonna be behind that sun door, then. You know what? I'm still having fucking problems It's not the glasses. Is it the eyeball again? Whatever, we'll just fucking deal with it. I'm gonna go for a tea break soon anyways, after we get past the Guardians, so we can get all these vision problems resolved then. Oh, it's lexicom, not lexicon. Is that a real word, or is it just lexicom to go with the musicom? What new word did we get in the lexicom? We're really filling this thing out now, it looks like. I don't see any indications of new words here. Or I think thanks was new. I don't know. We missed it. Whatever. Okay, so it's left and then down. Man, there's just a whole bunch of stuff all over this area that we can't get to yet. This is actually kind of a smaller area. I don't know if it's just the fact that most of it is closed off because we don't have the abilities we need yet. Because yeah, if you look at the map here, it's just like a half dozen screens wide. Whereas the last area, it was like a big long trek to get from one side to the other. I kind of wish more of the maps, or more of the areas were a bit more like this one. Or it's like a little bit more tall and not quite so wide. Yeah, that swamp area was the worst offender. It was just like a big, long, arduous journey to get from one end to the other. Although I guess they did include shortcuts. It's just that I kept on forgetting to use them. Do we even know sun? Oh shit, I don't think we know sun. Oh no. Like, have we gotten anything new in this area? Anything that'll let us let us backtrack to find, like, maybe, I don't know, some hidden shit we need in a previous area? I don't think we've gotten anything new that'll help us do any backtracking through the other areas. Man, I was all pumped up to go see the Guardian and everything. Well, that little bit of health there has emboldened me to check out what might be over here. And it's death. Okay, just double checking to be sure. Yeah, it's death. I'm just not, like, being blind or something, right? We don't have sun in here? Or he said star. Maybe it's just considered star. No, we had a star door already. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the sun is technically a star. Nope. That's not gonna cut it. Huh. Okay. Man, this is the second, or I don't know, maybe are we supposed to match it up with the missing word in the clue in the last dungeon? Would that even make sense? You want to live, son, die. That doesn't really make sense. But yeah, we haven't really gotten anything that's going to help us backtrack through the other areas, have we? So there's not... Alright, it looks like we're still missing, like, some of the other doorways in these other areas. So I guess... Or no, that'll be wall kick for that one. Okay, we'll do another pass over this area. Then I think we'll just go through the previous stages one by one. So the Icaw thing was, or the Izaw thing was just a no-go here. Yeah. Also, yeah, we're missing that one fruit in the first area too, so I guess, if nothing else, it'll be worth backtracking just to see if we can get the last one of those and see what we get for them. Again, I'm pretty confident it's going to be a heart container. Did not mean to do that there. Well, actually, you know what? We'll do that first. And since we're not going to see the Guardian right away, I think this will be a decent enough spot for a break. So yeah, I'm going to go refill my tea. Maybe grab a snack or something. And then, yeah, we'll be back with more Chronicles of Teddy, aka Finding Teddy 2. Yeah, just in a little bit here. Cool.